Yo, VIPs, let's kick it. Hello, and welcome to Thingamajig's Racing Channel. And tonight, for your pleasure, we are back with the world racing community with their new season, the GT Challenge, and it's round 2 at Spa-Francorchamps. Yes, we're over there. Belgium. I don't know why I'm doing Dutch for Belgium. That's bizarre. Ignore that. Yeah, we're at Belgium where it's all just chilled. Yeah. So, yeah, I've got things to read. So let me get on. The World Racing Community Season 5 GT Challenge Season 2. A revival of the 2016 era of the World Endurance Championship. The race regulations, the balance of performance will be on. The tyres are at times 2. They're using racing soft, racing medium, maybe intermediate, maybe wet. Both dry compounds must be used. Okay. The fuel is at times 3, and the refuel rate is 3 litres a second, which they have calculated that is realistic for the time. The weather is on and set to random. The time of day is, it says time of day, times 12 for 2-hour events, 16 otherwise. So the time of day thing's going to go at 16 speed. Yeah. So, and the weather's random, but this is GT7, and there's more sunny slots than there is wet slots. So random, it's unlikely. And that's everything. Oh, multi-class rules are enabled. That means if you're in a Group 3 car, because it's a multi-class, if you weren't sure, then you stay on your racing line. It's down to the Group 1 car to get by. Let's see if there's a blurb around about Spa. Round 2. CrowdStrike Spa 24, another legend of the endurance stage. Round 2 takes us to the circuit de Spa-Francorchamps with 24 in-game hours of racing in store. You lucky, lucky people. Right. One last bit of clerical to get over. It is the table. I know it's only round 2, so all I'm really doing is telling you what positions they finished in last round, but you know, it's good to know. In the Pro League, Boosted in his Nissan at the top on 22 points. Garuda in second, also in the Nissan. His teammate is on 17 points. Then we have third for Adnap on 15 points in the Porsche, and he's ahead of Sinister, who's also in a Porsche, different team. We'll get to the teams in a minute. On 13 points. MJ is 5th in his Porsche on 12 points. Deacon is 6th in his Porsche on 10 points. Nitro is 7th with 8 points. And Chunky is here, I heard, but he's yet to score. He wasn't there for round 1. Tommy is now we're moving on to the GTC AM Drivers Championship. And it's Tommy at the top in the Porsche on 21 points. Reckless is second, also in the Porsche, on 17 points. Thunder is third in the Ferrari on 16 points. Oliver is fourth in the McLaren on 13 points. Dreaded Lucifer is fifth in the Lambo on 12 points. Sixth for Autosports in the Honda NSX on 10 points. And 7th for Duffman in the BMW M6 on 9 points. Right, the Group 1 category, you may have noticed, they have teammates and teams. So the Nissans is Garuda and Boosted. I've heard Garuda might be struggling around because he's breaking in a new wheel, ladies and gents. But yeah, Garuda and Boosted are in the Nissan team. They are the Welsh Warriors Motorsports. They lead this championship on 39 points. Then we've got Adnap and MJ, both teammates. Gosh. They might be in the pits. MJ's in the pits. No, Adnap, it looks like. Unless I'm missing. Oh no, Adnap's there. Oh no, has his livery not? Oh, I don't know if I can deal with this. That livery is right, isn't it? I mean, it does look like the normal one. But I thought that last time. There's no one's liveries. That's liveries. There's Chunky. He's in an Audi. Dreaded Lucifer in the Lambo. J Car is I think that's his livery.
This is the proper Penske livery.
Oh, sorry. MJ is saying it's the proper Penske livery. Oh, it's because you were pink last round. Sorry. So, yeah, okay. Second in the championship is the Porsche Penske Motorsports team. That is MJ and Adnap. They're on 27 points. Then Red Line in Deacon Do and J Carr, I believe, is it? No, he's... who the hell was Deacon Do's teammate? Is it Sinister? Was it? Yeah, it's the All-American Dream Team, isn't it? So Red Line Motorsports in third in the Porsche on 23 points. And then United Motorsports, which is Chunky, Ribena in the Audi, and J Carr in the Audi. And the Audi looked a handful at best last round, but it's looking a little more hopeful here at Spa. They seem to have a bit more pace, although 3 seconds off of get boosted. But Chunky has not turned a wheel in anger for over 2 weeks, so he's just breaking himself back in, ladies and gents. So that's the tables. Now, I think I've ticked all of the boxes that have to be tickled. And that's it now. I can just relax. I might try and post this in their Discord, but I'm pretty sure they're probably on the ball already, knowing those guys. I like it. Because it's not working for me, so there you go. This is the part where I start doing technical stuff and you just have to hang on. Yeah, we'll look through the cars. There's Get Boosted in his Nissan, looking extremely pretty. Then we've got J-Car in his Audi. Let's have a look at that for a bit. It's nice. Chunky's, I like the way they've got the orange and blue and the green and blue dictating the drivers. It's very nice. I like it. It works for me, boys. Absolutely does. Smashing stuff. One day I'm going to post the wrong video in the wrong place. Okay, hello, how are you all doing? Sorry, I haven't given you my full attention. There is a lot to get through before these races start. Qualifying's interesting. It'll be starting pretty soon. It's like a one-lap hit. And, you know, I tried my best last round to stay with the action, flicking through. It was a bit dizzying because I kept flicking through the cars, but we were trying to catch the sector times. So, we're at Spa, 90 minutes this evening, ladies and gentlemen, 90 minutes. So, it's still a strain on one's bladder, but it's not impossible. So, Tommy Root, after his win last round, is looking good. He's behind the Lambo. It's only practice though. Sandbagging could be happening. You don't know. There's all sorts of shenanigans out there. Don't believe everything, ladies and gents. So, yeah, there might be some sandbagging, but at the moment, Dreaded Lucifer in the Lambo is fastest of the Group 3 cars. Oliver in his McLaren, 7.6 seconds off of Tommy Roo. Still trying to find his feet. Ooh, what's the schnizzle here, my nizzle? Are we underway? Are we underway, or are we just having a bit of a reset? Is he just going to keep resetting it until he finds a rainy one? The multiverse of Spa in GT7. You just keep jumping from one setting to another until you find the trickly stuff. Give me a headset. I'm trying to turn me down because I can hear me too much and I don't like it. It's horrible. I don't know how you guys listen to it. It must be torture. So let's get back to the track. It is just Group 3 cars. It looks like this is our qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. No, I don't want display driver names. That would be horrific. It would break. So Tommy is out there. I don't know if they're just giving a bit of space before they all leave, or if it's just Tommy pulled the trigger too soon. He's having a wiggle through a rouge. Beautiful stuff. He's sliding it, ladies and gentlemen. He is showboating for you guys out there, you lucky devils on board. And now Oliver has left, so maybe they are just stagnating the leaves. And now Thunder, the leaves. Oh, I don't know, man. Oh no, it's all gone blank. Oh, it's another reset, I think. Oh, does that mean no, it's all got the information on there? So yeah, this must be qualifying, I imagine, for the Group 3 cars. So we're sat with Duffman on the BMW as he leaves for his out lap. I wonder if they're doing it in some sort of order there. No, they're all coming out now. They're all flooding out in a wave of pistons and fuel. I will not apologise for some of the sounds that you will hear from me, because I have got man flu, which is pretty much up there with like dying. So, you know, if you hear some obnoxious bodily sounds, I am not snorting cocaine from a woman's thigh. I am in agony. It's the sounds of suffering, ladies and gents. That's what you will be able to hear. The coughing, I have no control over, and I do apologise. But it's almost worth it to hear the little murmur at the end. The little that I do. That's fun. Hopefully it'll be all right. I'm telling you, I was coughing like anything just now, just leading up to the stream, but at the moment, just sat here. If I don't move, I might be fine. And I'm even feeling like there is an airway open in my nasal cavity. So yeah, we might be all right. I might have cleared it. You know, maybe the adrenaline rush of covering the GT Challenge Round 2 has cleared my head right up. But yes, man flu is here. It is real. It's as good as, you know, the worst disease ever, the insect that eats into your eyeball. It's on that level. So Chunky saying, dropping the like and sharing the love. Oh, bless you. Thanks, Chunks. Much love. Get yourself over to the Chunky Ribina's YouTube site. He will be showing you. Oh no, he's not streaming this evening. Well, check in case he might fancy it. He might have thought practice went well. I'm just going to quickly blast it all up. I don't know. I don't know how close to setup it was, because he wasn't going to be racing this evening. It was a last minute choice to race. So, but even so, get yourself over to the Chunky Ribina's YouTube site. His YouTube, and get yourself subscribed. And watching the races from his aspect are absolutely amazing. It is well worth it. I endorse it. Garuda in the chat saying another round of wrestling the Nissan, and the Chunky Ribina also saying not streaming today, but we'll try a video later. So yeah, get yourself over on there, tick the subscribe, get yourself on the level of the Chunk, because he is the master. So Duffman is out there, he's on a lap. It's looking tidy so far. Tidy. It's all you can ask for on a one-hit wonder, is that it's steady Eddie and there's no big offs. The offs are what hurt you. So Duffman at the moment staying between the two white lines and pointing in the right direction. All you could ask for. Duffman, Tommy Roo is chasing him down. Oh, we didn't check out sectors. We could get a rough idea. Let's have a look. Right near the end of the lap. We're coming round to a sector now, so we'll see what he does. It's around about a 42.0, 41.3, 43.2. So at the moment, Tommy Roo looking very strong for the pole position. Oh, and Thunder's picked up a penalty. That's not going to be anything that's going to get him pole, isn't it now, ladies and gentlemen? I imagine at Thunder, that's going to be a big old hit for him. 42.5. And there we go. Duffman's done a 2.18, crossing the line. Tommy Roo goes pole. Autosport next to cross the line. And he stays in third. Oliver coming around in the McLaren through the bus stop to the line, and he grabs himself fourth. Everyone's staying in this order, it seems. The Ferrari was so strong last round, and Thunder, we've seen him having to carry a penalty. Will it just take his lap away from him altogether? So Thunder stays in fifth. It's Dreaded Lucifer then. What can he do, ladies and gentlemen? He was up there fighting last round. So I think he had an unfortunate situation that put him further back than he would have liked. But his racecraft and his speed is nothing to be sniffed at. Here he comes then around the bus stop. Where is Dreaded Lucifer going to put in the back end, wanting to step out? And he cuts the line and goes third fastest. 1 second behind Duffman, 1.6 seconds behind Tommy Roo. And Tommy Roo at the moment is pretty much smashing those fast laps. Did he have pole last time around? I'm not sure if it was him or Thunder. And in the chat then, Koi Carp saying, good evening, good sir. Why, hello. Hope you are well. And Chunky Ride being saying, catch you later. See ya, Chunky. And Thunder in the chat saying, so peed off with the penalty system. It is... I thought you had it all turned off now anyway. I thought it was, or was it just for Le Mans you turned it off? Was that just an experiment? I thought we were doing away with the silly half a second penalties for having a spin or going off or whatever happens. It was just for Le Mans because of that horrible Trojan, the Trojan corner. Oh man, the hot brew is banging today. Oh yeah, look. Oh, I was just about to show you them. But it's a quick change over here. Look at slickness here. Hey boys, slick much? That was quick. I didn't even get to go and look at the results. I don't mind. These boys are not messing around. These gentlemen, I say boys. I mean, it's something beautiful in my book that these big children have something to do with their Friday evenings, because going out and getting drunk is just a young man's game. When you get up there, your Friday night, it doesn't get much better than sitting in your game room, your living room, your dining room, in a nice comfy chair, grabbing hold of a steering wheel and throwing a pretend car around Spa. Doesn't get any better than that, trust me. So there's more than 4. There's more than... Oh, what's happening? Tell you, all these random restarts, it's going to get wet. One of them's going to be wet. They've got to watch themselves. They've got to be careful. There'll be Group 3 cars in front of Group 1 cars because the Group 1 cars had to go out in the wet. That's loads. How many have we got? How many? 8? 8. Beautiful, beautiful. I am on board with 8 Group 1 cars, menacing as it may be. Sinistor out in Redline Racing team then. He's being followed by... Oh, no. Garuda, remember, I bet his steering wheel wasn't ready for him. Oh, and it's all gone to pot anyway. Yeah, Garuda's breaking in a new steering wheel, and the changeover, I have seen it before, it is tough. It's a tough swap to go from controller to steering wheel. And what amazes me even more, that he was using a controller before, because he drives like he uses a wheel. So, yes, Garuda not only wrestling a Nissan, but trying to break in a new piece of equipment. Deacon Do, looks like him and Sinister have a plan. Staying nicely tucked up together. And it is lovely, but as long as the person in front is the faster one, so you don't hold each other up. Chunky in the Audi, his first taste of this season, having missed the first round. That car is gorgeous, isn't it? It really is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Adnap. There's MJ. Have we even seen MJ today? There we go. There's MJ. So MJ is leading them out in the Porsche Hybrid. Penske. Just enjoying the sounds of the Porsche, ladies and gentlemen, as MJ tries to warm up his tyres before he sets about his speedy lap. His flying lap here, he's qualifying one shot as he brings it out of the bus stop. He cuts across the line to start the lap now. Up towards the shore, braking very heavy down to first gear, swinging through the hairpin, beautiful, heading towards Eau Rouge. A scary sight. Not a lift, nothing. Absolutely planted all the way. Where's that bloody first sector then? And so far from MJ, looking absolutely solid. A 35.1 in sector 1. Not so well. 34.5 from Garuda. And we're looking for those early 31s, wasn't we? From MJ just now at 32, 33, 34, 35. Or 34.9 from Deacon. Sinister, they did give a gap up after a while. Wow, MJ must be on is MJ on a ridiculously fast lap? I thought he was in the 31s. Possibly not. Maybe he was in the 35s as well. It's got to be 35s. I must have been tripping balls. So yeah, it looks like they're all around that 35 mark. Ooh, a 34 for car there. Boosted. 34.3 for boosted as well. MJ then leading the pack around on his flying lap, a 128.8. 28.8. Oh, he is a couple of seconds faster than Garuda. He can do 28.8, exactly the same. Sinister, he's a little further back. Jesus, he's through the bus stop already. 29s. I don't think we can look because he's coming through the bus stop, is MJ. So MJ comes towards the line and gets himself a 2:01. Garuda, we saw, was a couple of seconds down on that. Has he gained any? 2:03 isn't terrible to see. The earlier part of his lap was not too hot. And Deacon Dude takes pole with Sinister chasing him up in the other Porsche. Sinister, a 2:01, good for third. Chunky in the Audi, coming through, and it looks like Adnap's caught the Audi up. Has that affected the lap? Oh, Adnap goes pole. No, it did not affect his lap at all. J Car then goes third fastest and boosted, heading towards the line. He didn't feel confident coming into this one. Goes fourth fastest, right in the middle of the pack. So Adnap is your pole sitter. with Deacon Do in the other Porsche. J Car in the Audi in third place. Absolutely fantastic. Boosted starts fourth. MJ will be starting fifth. Sinistor starting in sixth ahead of Garuda. And Chunky Ribena just dipping his toe in. So J Car, absolutely cracking stuff. Oh, that's nice. Oh dear, I think someone just played pinball with J Car. But not one of them on camera now. Not one of them. They are. I'm going to watch Boosted. I'm going to mute and cough like a lunatic for just give me a second or two. So there's a quick look at the qualifying results of the sorry the Pro. Oh, I shouldn't have said I was doing well. It's my own fault because I boasted that I hadn't wanted to cough for a bit. One sec. Yeah, I'm taking full responsibility of that. That's totally my fault. So if anyone wanted to know, Get Boosted is going to the toilet, but he doesn't, he hasn't suggested a number. So we're not sure if it's a 1 or a 2. I think he's gone to cry in the other room because he's starting fourth and he's not used to that. He's going to bang his head against the wall. So the room is set. There's going to be some finicking around whilst the grid is being... Oh, I told you. You kept resetting it. It's going to start wet. Oh no, that's dry as a bone, isn't it? Looks grey. Looks grey. He wants everyone to tick in so that he can set up the grid. So here we are, Friday night, banging. Flashman's in the chat. He's saying evening all. Why, hello and welcome, Flashman. How are you doing? We've all survived another week, ladies and gentlemen. You've done it. Congratulate yourselves. Treat yourself. Go to the kitchen and look in the naughty cupboard. See what you can find. Have a chocky bar. You deserve it. You've survived. And man alive, a week in this day and age is no mean feat, I tell thee. But we're here now. We're here to unwind and enjoy 90 minutes of pure adrenaline, pure acceleration, pure racing here at the World Racing Community. If you're not in with the gang, you can search them on Facebook. I'm pretty sure that's how I found them. And then via Facebook, it'll direct you to their Discord. And that's where the magic happens. That's where you get to grab yourself a racing number, grab yourself, and then you can choose. They do multitudes of racing. Just because all you see here is the Friday evening magnificence, it's... they have racing throughout the week. They have racing on Sundays, I believe. They've just started a radical, and not just like Radical Man in the skateboarding terms, but Radical the car. And well, I don't want to miss a thing. Just like Aerosmith. The Radical car. It's a track car. It's really fun. So they do that on Sunday evenings. Oh, I'm trying to remember when they do stuff. And I think Tuesdays as well. They have something going on Tuesday. Oh, I believe it's Italy versus USA. So it must. I don't know what cars they are though. But yeah, Italy versus USA. So get yourself in with the world racing community, because they've got it going on. They've got a lot happening, and it's early doors. They've not been going very long. You will be one of the founders, one of the early birds before they explode and become a mighty e-sport giant. So I mean, I don't know why this isn't the future. I mean, not me, obviously. If it was all professionally done, I can't see why online sim racing is not the future. Broadcasting and participating. It's a lot safer than real racing. And cheaper. I get just as much enjoyment. I don't know about you guys. Oh, you want to know that there's a risk of life before you can enjoy a bit of racing? Baloney. It's no different. It really isn't. Sim racing and real, well, it is because they might die in real racing. Obviously, it's different. But when it's on a screen, to me, I get just as excited about these lunatics going side by side through a corner than the real lunatics in the real world doing side by sides in each corner. It makes no difference to me. It's eye candy. So I can't see why this is not what the future of motorsports is. And let the other people just drive around in their electric racing cars. I can't say electric racing cars. It makes me just think of Scale Electrics. That was quite a whinge, wasn't it, really? I should ease up, sorry. This is what happens when they expand time and they don't write things down for me to read. Last week was great. They had some lovely, heartfelt, beautiful thing. It made me sound like I had, a heart. And then the week I haven't got anything, I just grumble about. Well, I was just saying, I just think it's the future. Thunder in the chat saying at least I have something to keep me nice and warm. A heater. Ooh, he's got a heater. He's got a heater, man. That's not fair. I tell you what, the flying around Spa it should build up enough energy. The heart rate will be a pumping. I'm coming out of this. Oh no, why not? I'm going to just eye up people up the pit lane. Let's have a look. What are they ducking down for, do you think? What do you reckon? They're playing hide and seek. Oh, here we go.
Good luck all, and I look forward to the replay later.
Oh, mama. Here we go. We've got to get settings on the go. Adnap then, getting that pole position, remember. Wow, it's a long hold, isn't it? There we go. Look, it's like it was waiting for me. Thank you. So Adnap, pole sitter, along with Tommy Roo. And here we go then, Adnap under threat from Deacon as they run up to Rouge Radion. And he'll be getting a tow, will Deacon. Tidy Racer, another streamer as well on Twitch. I was sitting with him just before this stream. I was getting into it and was sat on board with Deacon on his Twitch stream. I rather enjoyed it. And he's going for a move early doors. And it doesn't all happen on the first lap, ladies. You don't win, ladies and gents, you don't win the race in the first lap. So let's just be patient. Booster's moved up a position. No, maybe not, because J-Car's coming back, but there's MJ as well, shoving his nose in for fun and frolics. And Carr has been shuffled out, did he not? He got third, and he's ended up down in sixth. Chunky Ribena in seventh, and Garuda getting used to that wheel in eighth. Then we got Tommy Roo leading the race with Duffman in the BMW. He's come up, hasn't he? There's been movements down here. Autosport in third, fourth for Oliver Dreaded. Lucifer is down to fifth, sixth is Thunder, and JTR in seventh, missing out on qualifying, just stepping in at the last minute in the Corvette. Beautiful stuff. Deacon Do leads then from Adnap and Get Boosted. Holy guacamole! Do we have some racing down here? Oh yeah, and J Car's trying to get himself back up and in to his third spot, and Sinister is having to hold off the wave of sim racers, all of them on board with MJ, as we see the chaos and carnage unfold ahead of us. And MJ goes for a move up the inside of Sinister. It seems to work for him. Sinister must still be there. No, Sinister's dropped back a little bit. And Chunky Ribena not out of it altogether. And MJ going for a move on J Car in the hairpin. And MJ is on the move. Is it different tyres? No, soft tyres for J Car. MJ on soft tyres as well. Mediums for Boosted as he's on his way. Adnap coming back. Adnap on the move, coming back at Deacon Do now. And it is a battle of Porsches out there. Unbelievable stuff. And oh, he's trying to squeeze one under the inside. And he gets it to pay. Beautiful stuff from Adnap then. Pulling the trigger on that move. But it does put Deacon Do back into the tow. Reckless says £10 on Boosted, leading by lap 2. And Reckless also saying, okay, never mind, he's fighting for his life. He's struggling out there, my friends. And J Car and MJ still locked in that battle, and Sinister just getting to sit behind them and watch it unfold. And I imagine Sinister is probably fuel saving already, sat behind these pair. Getting a tow. Either way, look, it go this side, I'll get a tow. I'll go that side, I'll get a tow. No, Sinister looks like he is eager to get by the battling stags. I was going to say cocks, but it might have been vulgar and rude. So we'll go stags. So Chunky Ribena just getting his bearings. It's his first round, and he's still in the action. Garuda finding the wheel, and he's back in 8th. Tommy Roo, 6-second lead on Autosport, who is in 2nd place in the NSX now, with Oliver in 3rd. Oliver's picked himself up a bit of a penalty though, and the Lambo of Dreaded Lucifer coming back in this one. Thunder in the Ferrari, not as dominant as we saw him at Le Mans. JTR has overtaken Duffman. Duffman is the man that's dropped back, picking up damage, and I believe the damage is for real in this championship, so he's going to carry that damage up until either he pits straight away or tries to carry it around until he wishes to pit. Now Thunder starting to come into this. He's got himself past Dreaded Lucifer, it seems. And Thunder is making some headway. It is a nice close contest down here with Oliver in the McLaren in 11th, Thunder in 12th, but Dreaded Lucifer virtually up his chuff. And JTR in the Corvette, picking up a penalty, and Duffman is going to fix that damage. Oliver pulling, he's hoping that Thunder and Lucifer get right into a good battle here, so he can kind of run away from it and stay out of the fire. But Thunder in the Ferrari giving it some. So how was that battle with MJ? MJ's starting to roll up to the back of Boosted. Boosted is on the medium tyres, we believe going for a longer run, as Adnap and Deacon Do duke it out in the lead of this race. Deacon Do starting to lay down some very, I tell you what, Adnap hasn't. He's pulled out a lovely little 3-second gap there while we've looked around. Boosted nearly 5 seconds behind them, but MJ, has picked himself up a little penalty. He could do without that. Sinister and Chunky and Garuda have all got past J Car. J Car also picking up a penalty, and I think he's had enough with that penalty. Cruel game. Cruel GT7. So Tommy Roo then leads, and he is absolutely owning it in the Group 3s. Look at it. Autosport 7.2 seconds adrift on the soft tyres, and Oliver, he's not far behind, you know. This is a lovely tantalising battle we've got here between the NSX, the Lambo, Ferrari, Oh, I'll tell you what, Thunder. Oh no, he was ahead of Lambo, wasn't he? Only half a second now behind the McLaren. Is he going to make the move just yet? Doesn't seem like it. Dreaded Lucifer right in the wake as well. And now still leads the Group 1s. Oh, and Dreaded Lucifer picking up a penalty there. They seem to be from nothing, don't they? They really are. It worked last week. No one cut corners, did they? Go back to the no penalties in the corners. Ooh, and Oliver going a bit wide out over the Lesaur and giving Thunder an absolute gift there. Run up to Eau Rouge. Oh, side by side, but Thunder backs out of that one. It's a bit rich for him. And Thunder looked like he got caught up on a curb there, and he's picked up a penalty as a dreaded Lucifer, has come through, but he's also got a penalty. Was it him or was it Thunder that had the penalty? No, I'm sorry, it was dreaded Lucifer. I was looking at the wrong car. He's picked up a penalty, and now he's going for a move on the McLaren. Holy guacamole. He is absolutely on it. But he can't get by, and he's going to get up to the penalty zone soon. A bit of lag there for your pleasure, ladies and gents. And this is great for Oliver as he pulls away from that battle. Oh no! He's gone wide again. There's Oliver. Did he pick up a penalty for that one? No, he's doing okay. He's going wide, but he's not. Thunder getting Oliver wide as he's struggling with the tyres, and that is the last wide he's been allowed by dreaded Lucifer and Thunder. They've both made their way by. And I don't know if Oliver just felt a bit of pressure there, got a bit late on his brakes, coming out of the corner a little wider than he'd like, and in the end handing it to dreaded Lucifer and Thunder. Dreaded Lucifer having to pay a penalty, and I believe Thunder close enough to get a great opportunity to get ahead of dreaded Lucifer for what was that, 4th place? There he goes, lovely jubbly, he says, up to 4th, and he can see 3rd spot, no, 1st, sorry, he is in 3rd. That's a podium he's just taken, ladies and gents. Ooh, a little slide on there. And again, Oliver a bit wide in the background. Adnap leads by 1.5 seconds, so Deacon is not letting him run away. It was up to 3 seconds the last time we saw. And these two are seesawing. Adnap losing a bit of time that last lap. Deacon do 7 seconds ahead of Boosted. Oh, and MJ has dropped behind Sinistor. Sinistor has come back with a vengeance here. Look at him now in 4th place, chasing down Boosted. And I think the frailties of the Nissan show up more here with more corners than it did in Le Mans. It was manageable for him in Le Mans. I mean, there's still a good chance he might win this race, but it's not going to be as easy as he usually finds it. Sinister right there in. Oh, Sinister looked a bit wide there, but he's pulled it in. And MJ has closed up to the back of him though, getting a lovely toe up towards Rouge. These cars just look magnificent, ladies and gentlemen. Magnificent. And again, don't forget, there's always the threat. There's a very, very outside chance of maybe a little bit of rain in the mix. It cannot be ruled out. But at the moment, Sinister doing what he needs to do to keep a very, very fast MJ behind. Chunky Ribena in 6th in the Audi. Looks like those times are lovely and consistent. Maybe a second off of what the Porsches are doing. Now 202s for MJ. So Chunky on the Porsche or MJ's pace. Sinister is getting 201s. Boosted's getting 202s. Out of the Nissan, Deacon Do 201s. And Adnap at the moment riding in a different realm as he puts a lap on the first Group 3 cars. Well, it might not be first, but that's the Corvette. Tommy Roo leads by 12 seconds. Autosport under pressure from Dreaded Lucifer. Oh my word, it was the Ferrari that was in third, but it looks like the Ferrari drops back somewhat, and Dreaded Lucifer now is in it. He's in the thick of the action, chasing down Autosport. It doesn't look like Autosport's going to have much to say about this one. Lucifer really pushing on at the moment in the Lambo. About halfway through their fuel, lap 6. It's going to be around about the 24-minute mark. Their fuel's going to run out. So it's probably just a little bit over, unless they fuel save. That might not quite get them. Three pit stops might not do this race fuel-wise. They may have to do some fuel saving in between some of the stints, or do more pit stops. 2 pit stops, I'm saying. They have to use both compounds at some point in the race. And at the moment, Dreaded Lucifer all over the back of the Honda like a rash. Adnap leads from Deacon Do and Boosted in third for the Group 1 race here at Spa for the World Racing Community, their GT Challenge Round 2 season. We're sat on board with the Lamborghini, third place in the AM category, the Group 3 cars. Right onto the back of the Honda now, having a look. But there's just nothing giving there so far for Lucifer as they got to a very heavy braking. Man alive, he was close. Did he knock him? It looked close, but he's backed off. He's backed off, and it's it's one of the Group 1 cars coming through. My guess is Adnap. Yeah, bit of racing, but no damage to Dreaded Lucifer, thankfully. If there was, it looked weird. It looked like a bit of a lag thing, didn't it? No damage to Autosport, which makes me think it was a lag spike. Medium tyres, Tommy Roo went with, and he's absolutely blasting it, isn't he? 14 seconds. He's in on another level. Adnap then leads by 8.7 seconds. Boosted, oh my word. Oh my words. Deacon Do looks like he's had a big misfortune on lap 7 with a 208.7 as they try and get through the Group 3 cars. Boosted has found himself up into second. Sinister is with his teammate now. And MJ very close behind also as they put a lap on Oliver in his McLaren. Fighting hard. Look at all these cars. It's all bunched up now as Sinister and Deacon Do swap positions. Meaningful or not, they're still side by side. It's a wall of Porsche as they try and get round the Group 3 cars, but they're not quite managing it as slickly as they'd like. Autosport off the road, that brings the Ferrari into play. Now they make their way past Dreaded Lucifer. Oh no! Sinister's car had a little snap in the middle of the corner, and he's found himself facing the wrong way. This is a tragedy. So as you see, they come up to Dreaded Lucifer. Oh no, I think MJ knocked him. I think MJ caught his inside fender there. So MJ in third. Again, it's hard to say because it's a bit laggy, this lobby, so it may not have been a knock. But Chunky Ribena now up to fourth as Sinister struggling to get through the bus stop, and he's being caught up by all the Group 3 cars. J Car's gone through as well. And Sinister, he's just got to regroup. He's got the pace. He's not a million miles behind. He's just got to get back into race mode and out of rage mode. So Adnap leads comfortably, 9 seconds, but Boosted is, I'd say he's closing in, but he's not, is he? I'd be fibbing. But he is getting purples now. The fuel is very similar, but the medium tyres are lasting lovely on the Nissan as Boosted comes across the Group 3 leader. And although it was a little bit of a hold-up, it wasn't terrible. But Deacon Do still in this fight with MJ in fourth. Maybe MJ was third when he redressed the wrong car. Chunky Ribena in fifth, J-Car in sixth, Sinister in seventh. They're still very bunched up, very close. Fuel's about halfway. Garuda, this is really a test session for Garuda as he gets used to. You'd pick something nice in like a mid-range or even Group 4s because they don't spin out very much, and just break in a new wheel with like a Group 4 car, go up to a Group 3, just slowly build your way up to the Nissan. But no, Garuda in at the deep end decides this is the time. Oh, is he? Oh no, I think that was sarcasm. So Sinister, 7 seconds from J-Car. MJ then in fourth, just sat behind Deacon Do, and we've got Tommy Roo still. Oh no, Tommy Roo leading. J-Car nearly dropping the car out of the bus stop. That's how tricky these cars are to drive. But Tommy Roo still leads his race, 18, nearly 19 seconds ahead of Dreaded Lucifer, who's up into second now. Autosport is in third with Thunder, and Oliver right on his tail as well. JTR, he jumped in last minute as well. I think he's picked up some damage, and Duffman in the BMW also got some damage. So the battle the battle here with Thunder, Autosport and Oliver is unbelievable. It's been tight throughout the race. Lucifer's pulled away from it now. He was in the midst of it all, and the grey clouds have gone away, and the sun is out here at Spa. It's an absolute lovely balmy day here in the Belgian suburbs. So Thunder, Autosport and Oliver all battling for that final podium position, whilst Tommy Roo and Dreaded Lucifer lead the way. Dreaded Lucifer some 19 seconds behind Tommy Roo, and I think Tommy Roo, it's his race to throw away at this point. And the fuel, the Porsche looks like it's doing a little better than the Lambo. The Lambo is using its tyres up, but don't forget Tommy Roo went out on those medium tyres, getting it out of the way early doors. So the soft tyres are starting to get a little chewed up now. Thunder's on the medium, so Thunder, he's going to be going longer. Although the fuel, all very similar. Oliver, he's done best with the fuel, but I think the McLaren is good on fuel, but his tyres are hurting. No fuel in the Corvette. My good golly gosh, that's a thirsty car, isn't it? And it's got damage. And Duffman with nearly half a tank on the BMW, but I think he's already pitted. Adnap leads and is using his tyres up. That is the news. Read all about it. Boosted up into second, but he's got Deacon Do keeping very close track at him. MJ has picked himself up a 1 second penalty somewhere, with Chunky Ribena catching. Chunky Ribena has got a 201 out of that diesel tractor, and he's pushing it on with the purples. J-Car, his teammate, not far behind. The Audi starting to come to life later in the race. MJ has saved a lot of fuel, you know. MJ has saved a hell of a lot of fuel. So has Get Boosted. Sinister befell that incident earlier as they were trying to get through the lapped cars, and now has found himself near the back of the pack, but he can still see J Car ahead. This race can still be rescued. Garuda at the moment, his tyres are getting older on those mediums, but he's doing nice and consistent lap times. So I think we're getting there, ladies and gentlemen. We are getting there. Tommy Roo leads 19 seconds, and Dreaded Lucifer chasing him down as he finally breaks away from Thunder, now up into third. TDR's come in. Autosport, I mean, has come in to change tyres for another set. Well, you can't tell until they come out of the pits. And JTR, we knew he has very low on fuel. Does that put Duffman back into the action? It might do, you know, against JTR. He hasn't moved ahead of him yet. JTR is in the pit lane. Oh, is this the... Ah, there you go. So Duffman moves up a position. Autosport out 1 minute behind Oliver. That might be the length of a pit stop here. And Thunder now starting to smash in sometimes, as he's lost another second to Dreaded Lucifer. Dreaded Lucifer 2:19.9 last time around. Thunder at 2:21. So yes, and a 2:20 for Tommy Roo, who now is just having to pace himself for this race. Keep an eye on how far Dreaded Lucifer is behind. Adnap 14.5 seconds ahead of Boosted, who's now come across the Group 3 cars, but gets by quite easily as Deacon Do follows him through as well. And Deacon Do is really concentrated on the back of that Nissan, trying to drag him in, but the Nissan on the medium tyres still has quite a lot of grip available to it, whereas Deacon Do's racing soft tyres are starting to decay and wither away. Flooring it now at 174 miles an hour, 76. To 180 there, ladies and gents, before the brakes were applied. Beautiful stuff. Can they go quicker up the Kemmel Straight? But it does look like Deacon Do now struggling with those tyres. Car's a little wiggly coming out of the corners. He's going to have to be careful. A risky time in the race for these drivers, ladies and gentlemen. The tyres are starting to get a little old. Anything can happen when you're leaning on them for the grip in the corners. They can sometimes just give up and let you down, spin you around. Adnap leads then, with Boosted in second. Boosted, well, just loads of fuel. He's just got fuel of abundancy. Chunky Ribena, he's getting close to the end of his stint. With MJ there as well. He's got the fuel as MJ, but the tyres look like they're giving away. J-Car not too far behind. Then Sinister 8 seconds further down the road, and he's 15 seconds ahead of Garuda. Tommy Roo still leads. He's pulled out more time. Dreaded Lucifer's dropped back. What happened? Oh, a pit stop happened for Dreaded Lucifer. And he's come out ahead of Oliver, who's got a 3-second penalty. That'll be from leaving the pit lane, I am sure. And Autosport lost out a lot, didn't he? He was in that fight with Dreaded Lucifer and Oliver. They pitted and come out ahead. He's totally filled up. They've all totally filled up. Duffman ahead of JTR, but he's got damage. No, did he have damage? Yeah, he did. He was carrying that damage. He's obviously can live with it. with JTR putting some medium tyres on. A very thirsty car is the Corvette, it turns out. And Adnap at the moment goes round again. And when will his pit stop come? Boosted, never too far away from a Porsche, it seems, in this race. And Deacon Do is tracking him. And again, pit stops are on the horizon as the sun seems to dip behind the clouds. Chunky Ribena finds himself up into 4th. What happened to MJ? Was he not ahead of him? 2:04.1 last time for MJ. Chunky Ribena at 2:04.1 as also. So I'm sure MJ was ahead of Chunky. They'll swap positions somewhere along the line. J Car is closing in on the Porsche. What's happening with the Porsche? Pit stop might just be what he needs right now, with the other Audi closing in very fast. Sinister some 10 seconds behind now of J Car. Oh, and J Car picks up a slight penalty there as he chases down the Porsche. And that's pretty much killed off that attack, ladies and gentlemen. And Tommy Roo goes in for fuel. His tyres barely used. I imagine he's not even going to change tyres. Thunder looks like he's going, oh no! Thunder asked too much from the Ferrari fuel tank, and he's only just got to the pits. I don't know when he ran out of fuel, but my good golly gosh. Adnap's come in as well. So Adnap coming in, boosted, still plenty of fuel on board. I imagine he's going to go round again. Deacon has picked up a penalty. So Thunder ran out of fuel. And so Dren Lucifer should easily get past Thunder. He would have lost a lot of time on track. And Autosport as well, and Oliver. Are they going to get ahead of Thunder there? What a shame for Thunder. Boosted leads this race for the first time. This round, Boosted leads with Deacon Do in second. He opted not to go in, but that fuel is rather uncomfortable. And J Car doesn't go in, nor does Sinister, but Adnap did pit from the lead. Chunky's come in from 3rd, I believe. And MJ comes in from 4th. Garuda, no need to pit for him. He's up to 5th now. But he's going to have a whole host of cars. Adnap should be out pretty soon, I imagine. He's starting to move down the pit lane. Garuda is ahead of him. Oh, he's picked up a 1 second penalty for his troubles. Deacon Do's got a pit at the end of this lap. J Car also, I imagine, needing to pit. Sinister might be able to squeeze another lap out of his chariot. And Garuda, still plenty of fuel, quarter of a tank, but he's got a 1 second penalty. But he's 11 seconds ahead of our old leader, Adnap, who's filled up, put the medium tyres on. It is 30 minutes, I said. If they want to do 2 stops, they've got to go 30 odd minutes. So those that pitted earlier, I don't know what they're going to do. An extra pit stop, it seems. But so far, everyone on track. Red Lucifer is ahead. Oh yeah, we've got to see what Thunder's nightmare was. Hey, 3 seconds as well coming out of the pit lane. What an absolute nightmare for the Ferrari team. Well, it's standard, isn't it? He's going past Oliver. Is Oliver on the harder tyre, maybe? Yes. No, it wasn't Oliver either. It's Autosport. What the hell's wrong with you? He's on the mediums with Thunder, who's had his set of mediums, so he's ticked all of the boxes he needs to tick for the tyre reg. Deacon Do did come in, and so did J Car. We said Sinister might be able to squeeze another lap out of it, and he did. So Garuda then. Garuda might be up to 3rd place from the beginning of this lap. He is, you know. Beautiful start from Garuda. Head down, cracked on. But still, don't forget, he's going to have to make a pit stop soon enough. Adnap chasing him down. It was 11 seconds. He's got it down to 7.2 seconds in one lap. I don't believe that. I don't believe it. Must have been a misreading when he came out of pits. So J-Car, MJ pitted before, didn't he? So where is it? Deacon Do in the pits. MJ's coming up the pit straight. Deacon Do's just been released. I think he's going to easily be ahead of MJ. Yes, so Deacon Do does come out ahead of MJ. And Chunky Ribena, 5 seconds behind MJ. He's gone for the soft tyre. MJ's gone for the medium tyre. And Deacon Do has gone for the soft tyre. And that's gone for the mediums. J-Car went for the mediums also. Tommy Roo, who's done a stint on mediums, is going for another stint on the mediums. Quite comfortable with them. So he's sticking with them. Dreaded Lucifer, he's also on the medium set for the evening. And Oliver, finding himself in 3rd in the McLaren, is also on the medium set. But he's just getting lapped by an Audi, I guess. I believe so. I think it was Chunky. Sinister is in. Sinister is in. Garuda still looks like he can go for a lap or two. And the Nissans are looking very healthy with the fuel tanks. Adnap coming around into the bus stop to take Sinister's position. And boosted at the moment. Where is this? This is one of those you don't. I honestly don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Do the Nissans have the pace? They're staying out. They're doing the long runs, but they're not going to be able to make it like a one-stop race. So they're still going to have to pit twice. Maybe take on less fuel or something. Oh, who's got a penalty? It's Garuda. He's up in 2nd now. It's a Nissan 1-2. Like last round, as Garuda starts getting those purple sectors. Adnap is down to 4 seconds. He really is pulling in the time. Yeah, Garuda did a 2:06 last time around. And yeah, Adnap is driving like his bum's on fire. He can do. He was racing with boosted just before the pit stops. So he'll be hoping to get a jump on boosted as he's staying out there with 2:03s in the long boy. And Deacon hopefully is hoping this stint on the softs, going at a fair whack, is going to be enough to get himself ahead of the Nissan. With MJ breathing down the neck of Deacon Do, as they have done, trading places along the way. And MJ is pushing hard to try and oh, he picked up a penalty. I wondered if he was a bit wide there. And again, possibly not. He's got 9 seconds on J-Car. I mean, you don't want to give any time away. But yeah, MJ has got a bit of time on J-Car, who's ahead of his teammate. Interesting. Chunky Ribena down into 7th as J-Car, after the pit stops, is ahead of his teammate. Wowzers. Staying out longer seemed to be the better way to go. Chunky Ribena with it all to do. Sinister, after his pit stop, he's put mediums on, and he's come out in last place. Waiting for the Nissans now. It's only the Nissans, I think, that have not pitted. And Garuda's fuel is in the red, as is boosted. So you'd expect them to pit anytime soon. Meanwhile, Tommy Roo still leading this race by 22 seconds. He's pulled more out on Dreaded Lucifer. Dreaded Lucifer 220.8 last time around. Tommy Roo, 219.1. He is absolutely slinging it. He is slinging Porsche, ladies and gents. Oliver in third. He's got 6 seconds to play with. And Thunder now trying to get back to grips with this race after a Ferrari-style pit stop shenanigans has put him off kilt. Boosted in. Garuda should be in some nearly a minute later. And, oh no, Adnap's got by. I apologise. Adnap has got by Garuda. Unbelievable stuff here. This is crazy. So Garuda... Oh, maybe he's fuel saving up to the pit stop, possibly. Boosted's in still. And look, we assume Adnap will retake the lead of the race as Deacon Do is awaiting to receive Boosted. They were quite close to each other on track before the round of pit stops. And I imagine Deacon Do will be hoping he's done enough to be ahead of Boosted, maybe, possibly. MJ 5 seconds behind. He was with Deacon Do, but he's lost a bit of time to him now. Garuda into the pits. Adnap into the lead, ladies and gentlemen. The Porsche, no. Ah, yes. So Adnap is into the lead, but Boosted, he's only just behind. That is crazy. What did he do? Only half filled, and he's put soft tyres on. He is going for a short, sharp stint, ladies and gentlemen, in the Nissan. Deacon Do up into third. He will be devastated. He would have expected Boosted to be right behind him, and to see that he's some 19, 17 seconds up the road, 16 seconds. But Deacon, don't worry. Boosted only half filled. He's going for a qualifying stint. Fourth for MJ J-Car, so Garuda does go to the back again. As Sinister is 6 seconds behind Chunky Ribena, catching the Chunkmeister, who's only 2 seconds behind his teammate J-Car. And MJ 5 seconds down the road from them. Only 5 seconds down the road from Deacon. So it's very tight. Still very, very tight, ladies and gentlemen, in the Group 1 racing. Tommy Roo, 23 seconds the lead on Dreaded Lucifer, who's 13 seconds ahead of Oliver. But down here, Oliver, Thunder, Autosports dropped back a little bit as well, I'm afraid. JTR only 14 seconds behind him in the Corvette, but it's nearly ready for a pit stop already. And Duffman on the racing softs doing his fastest lap of the race so far. And he's a minute behind JTR, but I think the Corvette's going to at least have 4 more pit stops before the end of this race. Adnap leads 4 seconds on Boosted, but Boosted is on beast mode. He is doing hammer time as he chases down the Porsche. He has put the racing soft tyres on. He has only put half a tank of fuel on, and he is screaming through the forest of Belgium. Deacon Do in third, 7 seconds ahead of MJ now. Deacon Do just steadily pulling away from MJ. Is it the tyres? Yes, soft tyres for Deacon, mediums for MJ. And J-Car only 5.5 seconds behind MJ himself, and Chunky Ribena not far behind also. Sinister was in the fight earlier, but found himself feeling a little tap from behind in one of the corners and ended up facing the wrong way. Garuda is on a testing mission at the moment, testing out new hardware. Tommy Roo is absolutely owning the track like he did at round 1, and Tommy Roo looks like he is the man to beat this season. Dread Lucifer in second. A great drive from the Lambo driver at the moment, but only 4 seconds. Oh, he's just done a 2:29. Has he had a huge spin or something? That wasn't an outlap or anything. I was going to say Oliver a lot closer to him than he was. And Thunder's only 1.2 seconds behind Oliver. I think we know what car we're going to be sitting on for a little while. So on board with Thunder as we all start closing up. Oliver only 1.3 seconds ahead, whilst Dreaded Lucifer only a couple of seconds ahead of Oliver. So everything to play for here. Sat in the Ferrari chasing this race. And that leads, get boosted in second. Deacon Do is third spot in the Pro-Am. No, just Pro, isn't it? We're sat on board with the Ferrari driver of Thunder in fourth place. Hang on, yeah, fourth place. Trying to fight for a podium position here at Spa for round 2 of the World Racing Community GT Challenge. And here we go on the McLaren, trying to go around the outside. He has the stickier tyre, whereas the McLaren on the mediums, I believe. Thunder again around the outside. I'd look on the outside, but it's dark. You wouldn't see much. But Thunder at the moment trying to throw everything he can at Oliver. Struggling at the moment to find a way past the McLaren that's on the medium tyres. Getting good grip in midst corners, you can see, getting the good drive out. But that McLaren seems fair in a straight line. And Thunder finding it hard to get the Ferrari's grunt to get by. Another nice tight corner to get those tyres used up at. And again, all over the back of the McLaren coming out of the corner. But as soon as McLaren opens her up, it's a struggle for the Ferrari. Look, it even looked like the McLaren pulled away a little bit on that straight. Autosport pitting. JTR going to get another position here. Looks like the Honda's a thirsty beast as well, unless it's in the top row. Thunder having a look. Oliver, I thought the car had gone then, but he's got full, complete control, ladies and gentlemen. Don't you worry. Don't you fret. Right, well, I wasn't going to go anywhere until he made the move, and there is the move, ladies and gentlemen. Looked like the McLaren just slid out wide a little bit there, giving Thunder a great opportunity to come through. Now he's 5.3 seconds behind Dreaded Lucifer. Oh God, what have I done? It's 36 seconds. Boosted's leading. Adnap, what happened to thee? So it looks like Adnap's lost a bit of time somewhere. And Boosted, 2014 last time round. Don't forget he's put those soft tyres on. And he's in beast mode. He's just smashed it through Adnap. So I reckon we're going to go on board Adnap whilst I go and stretch my legs. You have your moment of serenity. Oh wow, Adnap just making that move on Boosted then. Not quite, sir. Not quite. So Adnap and Boosted locked in the battle on lap 22, which is 45 minutes into this race. A 90-minute race, we are halfway. And the leaders are absolutely going at it, hammer and tong, but Boosted only took on half a tank of fuel and some soft tyres. Adnap on the mediums as they come through to pass the Group 3 cars. Oh, there's a little contact there. Oh, and Adnap having a little wiggle coming out the corner. Get Boosted a little bit of breathing space now from the Porsche.
has done the math. Taken half the tank. They'll only need half on the next pit stop.
So on board with Adnap in second place, within a second of leader Get Boosted. Get Boosted, remember, went on the shorter fuel tank and the soft tyres. We'll check out how he is doing right about now. The Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now. He's got a quarter of a tank left. Half used tyres as Adnap sets chase. Yeah, you know what? Adnap's not got that much more fuel than him. Deacon Do in third spot, well and truly getting through those tyres and being chased by MJ some 10 seconds down the road, but MJ's got his own problems because he's got an Audi only 3 seconds behind him. Sinister starting to come back into this race. He's got himself ahead of the Chunkmeister. Chunky having a blip in his lap times, it seems, and Sinister is moving on up the pack. It is a team sport. And his teammate Deacon Do needs his support, so he is coming through. Sinister is here to save the day, as Chunky Ribena struggling with the Audi in the evening here. Garuda in 8th spot. Reckless in the chat says he's had an exponential brain expansion moment. Very good. And Garuda there is in 8th place, still breaking in the hardware. Tommy Lee leads. Oh, he's recently pitted, has he? Has he put the soft tyres on? He did. He pitted on lap 21, ladies and gentlemen. Dreaded Lucifer into the pits now. Thunder, 40 seconds adrift. He's recently pitted as well. Interesting. Oliver has recently pitted. I missed all the Group 3 pit stops. I'm apologising. I thought we were all good for a little bit. I thought the next round of pit stops was going to be about an hour. I haven't been gone 10 minutes. I was never gone 10 minutes. I'm not having that. So Boosted leads as he comes across the Group 3 cars. So we want to see how Thunder is up in second. Dread Lucifer still in the pits. What the bejeebus has gone on here? Dread Lucifer looked like he was solid for that second spot, but after the pit stop, somehow he's been mega jumped, hasn't he? Tommy Roo leading. He was healthily in the lead. He's put some soft tyres on and he's cracking on. Thunder is in second spot. He's recently pitted. He's put some softs on and he is cracking on as well. 5 seconds ahead of Oliver in the McLaren, who's also he pitted a couple of laps ago. Put some softs on and he's on his way. Autosport. So yeah, Dreaded Lucifer, I do not know. I cannot say. Oh my god, he had a 230 and then another 230. So yeah, Dreaded Lucifer, I don't know what go on, but things have not gone well in the Lambo camp. JTR in 14th in the very thirsty Corvette. He's not 14th, he's like 6th, I think. And Duffman 7th in the BMW. Oh, 219 he's got out of that. So he's got the speed of the leaders. Adnap is leading. He's got himself past Get Boosted. I apologise. We looked back. We had a little look back, and now no, Boosted is in the lead. Sorry, where was the who's what? So dark, you can't see. Can you? Oh, there was squeeching there as they left the corner, but Boosted still leads this race from Adnap. And don't forget, the Boosted Hybrid does not reload as well as the Porsche. He doesn't get the boost, doesn't get that hybrid boost like the Porsche can get down the straights. Look, and now the Porsche all up and in Boosted's business. Boosted's fuel is gone to red. He's going to be in the pits pretty soon. and Adnap hunting him down with still virtually a quarter of a tank of fuel. Deacon Do getting through those soft tyres, and he's still got a quarter of a tank of fuel with MJ 11 seconds now. MJ losing more time to Deacon Do. Deacon Do absolutely exploding in this race with JK in the Audi. He's picked up damage. He's only 2 seconds ahead of Sinistor. MJ 14, he was only 3 seconds ahead of JK, but JK has picked up some damage in the Audi, and that is giving Sinistor a great opportunity to get some great points out of a race that looked hopeless some 30 minutes ago. And how it changes, how things change. So Chunky Ribena then, he was up to 4th at one point in this race. He seems to have slipped a little bit, and Garuda, like I said, he is just breaking in. It's a test session for Garuda. He'll be back next round. Tommy Roo leads, Thunder in second, Ollie is in third, 4th for Autosport. Oh no, JTR, where? Oh, have we lost the Lambo altogether? I believe we have. Oh, Dreaded Lucifer looks like he's gone altogether now. I don't know what happened, but Tommy Roo leads, Thunder in second, Oliver in third, 4th for Autosport, 5th for JTR, Duffman in 6th, boosted into the pits. So Adnap continues on, and Deacon Do, he's got a lap or two still to go in that car if the tyres allow it. MJ, can he get ahead of Boosted in this stint? And Boosted, I imagine now, is going to try and fuel up for the end and hope the others pit ahead of him. Adnap leads, Deacon Do in second. MJ could be going up and into third anytime soon. He's just following Lucifer. Is he still in this race? No, that's Ferrari, sorry, that was Thunder. So MJ then up third. JK comes into the pits to fix his damage, I believe. He could do with a bit of fuel as well, so that puts Chunky Ribena up and into 6th, and he'll be pitting the next time around. Boosted still into the pits. It's a long pit stop for the Nissan team. Adnap leads, Deacon Do in second, MJ up and into third, being chased by Sinistor. And Chunky Ribena in 5th, Boosted coming out of the pits. Full tanks, medium tyres, he's running to the end, ladies and gentlemen, pimps and players. So Boosted will be running all the way to the end of this race, and he comes out some 14 seconds behind Chunky, but Chunky's going in next time around. JK topping up and fixing damage. Garuda also coming in for a pit stop. Meanwhile, Tommy Roo leads the Group 3 class by 55 seconds. Tommy Roo driving beyond. Thunder in second, and he's looking safe second, with Oliver some 12 seconds behind in third. 20 seconds behind him is Autosport, with JTR 9 seconds behind him, and Duffman has gone into the pits for a pit stop, just a standard pit stop. So the fuel's starting to go red for the Porsches. Not so much MJ, he might get a lap more, but I think, did he not pit a lap later than the rest? Sinistor in 4th. Just lost a bit of time to MJ. I think he was 14 seconds behind MJ, and now he's 16 seconds. Chunky goes in the Audi as Sinister struggling to get past the Ferrari, caught it up really at the wrong place through the tight section of the track, and now he is on his way, and that's where he lost a bit of time to MJ, who also had to circumnavigate a BMW. So J Car should get back ahead of his teammate Chunky Ribena as he pulls up to the pits. And Garuda, I don't think he'll be in the one with Chunky at the moment. So, still unknown who could win this race. Adnap or Boosted is the bet, but Boosted now trying to get through the traffic and run that Nissan all the way to the checkered flag. Adnap still with a pit stop to make. It goes around again, so it's not this time round. And he's about a minute ahead, which is what a pit stop is. This is crazy stuff. I am Games in the chat giving us a wave. Hi guys. And that then. As Deacon Do goes in. Deacon Do decides this is the time. MJ, his fuel is in the red, but he's going round again, being chased by Sinister, who's now come across the BMW. Those Group 1 cars do look awkward in the corners, but he does get by. And also by his teammate, I would believe. He's still got a nice bit of fuel on that car, has Sinister. I imagine he's going to short fill it near the end, come in, nearer the end. Short fill and soft tyres and just absolutely go beast mode at the end of this race. Deacon Do topping up, and J Car, oh, I think J Car just too far behind Deacon Do to make an impact here. And he's 12 seconds ahead of his teammate Chunky Ribena, who's 21 seconds ahead of Garuda. The Group 3 cars, they're a bit more spaced out. Tommy Roo 54 seconds ahead of Thunder, whom is 15 seconds ahead of third place Oliver, whom is 24 seconds ahead of fourth place Autosport, who's only 4 seconds ahead of JTR. So I may have spoke too soon, you know, saying they're all gapped up a little bit. And Duffman is a minute or so behind JTR. But JTR on the move, 2:19.6 last time for the Corvette. Autosport, Adnap's come in now. So this is the battle. Deacon Do came out behind Boosted, but the battle really is with Adnap. And it looks like the sun's starting to come back up here at Belgium as we see a 12-hour day cycle, they said, wasn't it? Or was it? Or 24-hour day cycle? We've still got 25 minutes left of this race. MJ into the pits as well. I assume Sinister possibly may. No, he's still got a couple of laps left in that car. So Boosted, this is for the lead of the race really. He's flashing Duffman. Taking his line as he should. And Boosted then coming around. Sinister takes the lead of the race. I imagine only for a lap or two then. Boosted, has he done it? Easily, and Adnap's on the way, but Boosted is around. It's going to be tight. It's going to be so tight. Oh, I don't know though. Boosted is got the momentum up the straight. Adnap crawling out. Now he's got the power, but there goes Boosted up through a Rouge and Radion, and he's on his way. And Adnap has a oh no, he's picked up a 3-second penalty. And that is going to make his job a lot harder. He's on the soft tyre. And he isn't all that far behind Boosted, but with that 3-second penalty, that is cruel. Cruel, cruel, cruel. Hey, World Racing Community, where's the suggestion box? I'm going to say turn off the penalties. Reckless in the chat saying Adnap didn't need a full tank. Surely the Porsche isn't that bad on fuel. So 2 mistakes then coming out of the pits, and filling up. Who else pitted recently? Deacon put a lot in, and so did MJ, so they don't feel very confident with their fuel tanks. J Car then only 10 seconds behind MJ. Anything can still happen here. Chunky Ribena 14 seconds behind his teammate, with Garuda 20 seconds adrift of them. Tommy Roo, oh, what was that battle we were looking at down here? Oh, Autosport's gone in now, and JTR is up and into 12th place. And Autosport making his final pit stop of the day. JTR will have to come in again. And Oliver some 18 seconds behind Thunder. And all the fuel there is pretty similar. Sinister leading then, still not going in. He's gone round another time. He is playing Risk with his fuel tank, ladies and gents. Get boosted. Now 10 seconds ahead of Adnap after Adnap spending that penalty. And now Adnap has a huge mountain to climb here at Spa. Can he catch the Nissan? It's going to be tough because Boosted can get those 202s out of it. And Adnap, he was doing 2-minuters early in the race, but he's going to have to do every lap at 2 minute. A 2-minute quali lap, every lap to catch Boosted up at this rate, I believe. Sinister, is he going to come out? He was sitting around about behind MJ, wasn't he? About 14 seconds behind MJ. 14 or 15 seconds. So Sinister will be coming in soon enough. His battle with trying to catch up with Sinister. He comes across the leader of the Group 3s, Tommy Roo. And there you go. Has there been an ever more beautiful picture? Just boosted now. All he has to do is stay ahead of Adnap to take his second win this season in round 2. And Adnap wants to ruin that party and get Porsche's maiden win underway this season with Deacon Do setting chase 7 seconds ahead of MJ. And there goes Sinister then into the pits, and he'll be hoping to come out ahead of J Car. And a little closer to MJ, I imagine. So Boosted, soon to take the lead of this race, being pursued by Adnap. And Adnap, he has taken about half a second off of him. He's done a 2-minute, that's what we said he's got to do at the minimum. And Boosted, he's gone 201s, but not much into the ones. It's still virtually a 202. So Adnap, there is still hope for Adnap. Yeah, 8.7 seconds. The issue is, will he burn his tyres out just trying to get to the back of him? Deacon Do, the Red Line racing team, coming around for a great podium place there. And you could have seen everything from his aspect on Twitch. MJ, I'm sure MJ and Sinister will be visiting the steward's room post-race for a discussion as Sinister leaves the pits. It's a solid 4th place for MJ at the moment. He's getting purple sectors as he chases Deacon Do down. He'll be fancying a podium. 7 seconds. Deacon Do, a 202.3 last time around, but he's on the medium tyres. MJ on the softs, a 202.4, so closing, as is Adnap. A late push from the Penske team here. The Penske team really making that push into the latter half of this race. 18 minutes to go. And Boosted leads, looking for his second victory of the season. But Adnap wants to spoil that party, and already from 10 seconds he's got it down to 7 seconds. how much can he go? He can do, losing about 2 seconds to MJ since we last looked. So D can do under pressure come the end of this race. And the Penske strategist with the great call there, going soft tyres for the end of the race. Well, we say a great call. We'll see in 18 minutes how good a call it is to how much tyre they've got left on that car. J Car only 7 seconds behind MJ himself, with Sinister 3 seconds. Oh, Sinister did come out behind J Car. Sinister on a lot fresher rubber, as J Car pulls a 2-minute .3 out the bag, only a 10th off of the fastest lap of the race. And Sinister then is pushing on. But he is definitely closer to MJ, but MJ on those soft tyres, absolutely tearing up the track. He's going to be pulling away. Another purple from Sinister, from MJ. His teammate holds the fastest lap at the moment. 6.5 seconds, another half a second. Adnap has pulled, boosted to a 2:02.5 there, losing a bit more time. This is going to be a tight one at the end. The Penske team really making the Penske team really is pushing on at the end of this race, ladies and gents. It is a sight to be seen. Sinister as well, he'll be driving like a monster at the moment, pushing every corner to try and close on that Audi. Chunky Ribena, 21 seconds adrift of Sinister. And this is like a test session for him as well, getting used to the Audi, finding his feet with the car, its little perks, its little quirks. And Chucky Ribena at the moment in 7th, as Garuda in 8th. Tommy Roo, oh my, Tommy Roo's made another pit stop, but so will Oliver. That's okay, he's picked up a pit penalty, but it makes no difference, he's so far ahead. So Tommy Roo, absolutely blinding race from him as he slows down to pay the penalty. Oliver, 22 seconds behind, but he does have to make a pit stop, and I imagine Thunder already has made his pit stop. He has. Soft tyres running to the end for a strong second place for Thunder. Autosport looks like 4th is as good as it's going to get, but he might be under threat from that. From a very fast JTR. JTR has been stalking Autosport for a good part of this final section of the race. He's got 14 minutes to try and find 7 seconds. Autosport on the medium tyres, trying to bring the Honda home in 4th. And Oliver into the pits from that 2nd place in the McLaren. I don't think Autosport and JTR are going to catch him up. And Duffman in the BMW. 3.7 seconds now is the gap between Boosted and Adnap. Oh, Sinister's gone ahead of J Car. So he comes up to the back of the Audi. He looks one way, jinks the other. He's going to come out of the corner and absolutely slingshot that bad boy past the Audi. Beautiful stuff there from the Porsche driver.
Surely the Porsche isn't that bad on fuel.
Sinister now up into 5th, chasing down MJ, who is 10 seconds ahead of him. Boosted 3.8 seconds. He's gone into the 201s just about. I mean, yeah, just about. Adnap absolutely slinging Porsche around Spa at the moment, with Deacon Do 2 seconds ahead of MJ, who is absolutely shoveling it. Everyone's on a push here at the end. Sinister as well, pushing on. He knows MJ having to push himself to try and get his teammate Deacon Do. That anything could happen. As soon as, and he's picked up a half a second penalty. That helps Deacon Do out no end on those medium tyres. Don't forget his Deacon Do. Whereas MJ is on the softs. Boosted still 3 seconds, but they're in the same frame now, ladies and gentlemen. It is that close of a finish after an hour and 30 minutes of racing. It comes down to this last 12 minutes and 2.5 seconds that Adnap is behind Boosted. Deacon Do still 2.5 seconds from the other Penske Porsche. Deacon Do coming across a Group 3 car, the OSX Thunder, in the bus stop. Could have done without that, but it seems to not have hindered him too much. Has maintained that same distance from Deacon Do. Adnap has lost a bit of time to the Nissan somewhere along there. It was 3.3. It's gone up to 3.6, back to 3.3 though. Adnap back on it again. Sinister has pulled MJ in by 3 seconds. MJ losing a lot of time getting past the lapped cars. Don't think he's going to catch up the other two. But his aim is to try and keep hold of that podium ahead of MJ. J-Car's gone in. Oh, he's picked up damage at the front there, which has given Chunky the position. Can Garuda? Garuda might be able to finish somewhere other than last, which I imagine he wasn't expecting it. Here we go. Boosted through the two leaders. Two leaders passing each other on track. Adnap as well, getting past the BMW. And it's so close now. 1.2 seconds for this race. Deacon Do still 2 seconds ahead of MJ. On board with Adnap as he chases it down. Boosted in the Nissan. 10 minutes to go. And J-Car went into the pits, had a bit of damage. And he's got back out ahead of Garuda. So, sorry Garuda, I didn't mean to build up your hopes. Adnap 1.5 seconds. But as the great man himself once said, catching is one thing, passing is a total other story. So, Adnap has used the tyres. Not so bad. They're all right, those tyres. But Boosted along the straight, pulling away from Adnap. Is he teasing him? Has he got extra pace in his pocket? He's just let it dwindle down to 2 seconds, and now he's decided. I'll show you what fastest lap looks like. Deacon Do in third, still maintaining 2.5 seconds from MJ. MJ 2:01.6 last time out. Deacon Do 2:02.3. Sinister 7.6 seconds behind that battle. And I imagine he would love to get himself into it. He still might, you know. The tyres on MJ are older than Sinister's. So Sinister still could be in the battle here for 4th place. Boosted 8/10 ahead of Adnap. Adnap is absolutely on the charge now, ladies and gents. Less than 9 minutes of racing to go here at Spa-Francorchamps for round 2 of the World Racing Community GT Challenge. And he's going down to the wire. is going down to the very end of this race. Oh my word! Adnap late on the brakes, I think, and just ploughed into Boosted. Why not? We saw it, but why don't we just see it again? So he did put the brakes on, but I don't know, it just didn't stop. The car didn't stop. Boosted got placed back on track, and now Matt having to wait and let him through. So Boosted leads. We've still got 7.5 minutes, 2.7 seconds on Adnap. Deacon Do 26 seconds behind him, and he's pulled 3 seconds out. But the big story is Sinister is closing in on MJ. MJ could be in trouble here. A 2:03 from him last time around. His lap times are irregular. He's doing 2:01, 2:03, 2:01, 2:03. He's in, he's out, he's shaking it all about. Sinister is absolutely fully loaded the cannon, and he is shooting it straight towards MJ. Boosted. At the moment, both leaders shaking themselves off after that, and I'm sure it's going to be back to race on pretty soon as Adnap gets past Autosport and tries to chase himself down more. Boosted. A quick check on those Group 3 guys. Tommy Roo is absolutely owning the Group 3 category at the moment. Thunder up to second now, ahead of Oliver, who looks like he's got that podium all tied up. Autosport only 1.2 seconds ahead of the Corvette. Interesting stuff here. These two have been fighting each other for the last fair few laps. And the Corvette closing right up to the Honda. Still 2 seconds between Boosted. Deacon Do. Ooh, Deacon Do he's done it. MJ has closed right in on Deacon Do, and it looks like Deacon Do struggling to find a way past the Group 3 car ahead of him, and now he does. But MJ closing in. Sinister 5.5 seconds behind MJ. MJ really does need to clear the Porsche pretty soon. There you go, easy does it. And MJ setting fight for Deacon. TDR still ahead of JTR. Autosport still ahead of JTR, but for how long? Because JTR absolutely smashing the 219s the last 2 laps. Adnap 1.5 seconds behind Boosted. Oh no, JTR loses the Corvette. And it's just too late in the race for him to recover from that one, it has to be said. Boosted under threat. MJ, 1 second between them, and Sinister gets another second on him. So it's all tight, the top 5 so tight, as we see Tommy Roo sliding it around the corner. You cheeky little devil, we saw that. We saw you, Tommy. We saw what you did, and we appreciate it. So Boosted then 1.6 seconds ahead of Adnap. 4 minutes left on the clock. 2 laps to go then. This should be their penultimate lap. I bet you they cross with like still loads of time, and then the lap cuts off before we get to the end. It's so annoying when that happens. But going into a lap 42, Boosted leads in the Nissan ahead of Adnap, who has been hunting him down since the last round of pit stops. Deacon Do has somehow maintained ahead of MJ. MJ was bringing it to Deacon Do. Oh, Sinister. Oh, snap. Sinister is now only 1.7 seconds behind MJ. MJ, is he in trouble here? His tyres are a lot older than Sinister's, and he's more worried about getting past the Honda, which he does so. Deacon Do may be saved by his teammate here. He might get this podium after all. Boosted is in trouble now, and that within a second he will be picking up the tow, ladies and gentlemen. We said 2, maybe 3 laps left, and this is the first one of those. And that now half a second behind the Nissan Long Boy. And there's nothing Boosted can do at this point. He's on the medium tyre. Oh, Adnap looking around the outside. And you don't want to pick up a penalty. It's too important now. And Boosted is having to go defensive. And Adnap just trying to find a way past the Nissan. He can do 3 seconds. Oh, 2.5 seconds. Oh, and Sinister's picked up a penalty as well. This is not what he needs for the end of his race, but this is the absolute lit battle at the moment. It slaps. And that then led for the first part of this race. Absolute solid drive. And Boosted though went very late on his first stint. Oh, that's some time again. He's going for a purple. And that running out of time to get the win. Deacon Do looks like he's dropped MJ like a bad smell. And Sinister can't quite close up. Chunky Ribena in 6th, ahead of his teammate J Car in 7th, who's just got the fastest lap of the race. Well, fancy that. The old tractor can do a time after all. And Gruder in 8th, and I wonder what his verdict of the steering wheel is. Tommy Roo, absolutely splendid in the Porsche here for another win. Thunder in 2nd, and I tell you, there's been ups and downs in the Group 3s. Oliver's picked up a penalty, but he's 34 seconds ahead of Autosport. JTR was fighting with Autosport, but slipped off the road and is now 9 seconds behind. And Duffman, BMW, is only 26 seconds behind JTR. It's not a bad race. Yellow flags here, so no overtaking. Looks like it's one of the Group 3 cars waiting for the timer to run out. By Thunder. And so these go, but it'll be a timer. Adnap's going for the move. He knows there's no more time left in this race. Deacon Do will cross the line. That yellow flag's out, which stops them from racing. And there you go. Deacon Do finishes in 3rd. Sinister ahead of MJ. Oh my God. Sinister finishes MJ in 5th place. Boosted stays ahead of Adnap. My good golly God, I feel like I have to stay with these guys. Tommy Roo hasn't crossed the line yet, but Thunder has finished in 2nd. Oliver has finished in 3rd. And Tommy Roo yet to get to the line. Boosted still leads. I don't know if they're going to get to finish the lap or it's going to be a timer. Boosted only just ahead of Adnap. Adnap is there. No, it's saying final lap, so maybe it'll let them finish the lap. And Boosted clinging on to the lead of this race by his fingernails as Adnap tries to push on. Chunky Ribena finished in 6th ahead of his teammate JK. Adnap again trying to find a way past the Nissan. He's right up and in his wake. My gosh. My gosh. And Boosted trying all he can to keep the long boy ahead of Adnap. And Adnap is throwing everything he's got in this final lap. It's all or nothing. Balls or bayonets, my friends. The yellow flag. Who is the yellow flag? Who's hanging around? So Boosted does do it. Boosted stays ahead and gets the win ahead of Adnap. Deacon Do gets the podium. Well done. Sinister for the team. It comes home in 4th. What an absolute cracker. Let me grab that replay before they close anything. I'm going to have to be quick with this wind down because it closed last time. So Boosted takes the win, his second one. He's got a 100% record so far. Adnap, a great drive there for second. I imagine he feels he should have had the win there, but still great entertainment for us. Deacon Do, a great drive for the podium, and Sinister, what a comeback to 4th, and MJ in 5th. Chunky Ribena, his first dip of the toe in the ocean for this championship, and he comes home in 6th ahead of his teammate Jay Carr in 7th, and Garuda finishing in 8th. Then the AMs, Tommy Roo finishing again in the lead, and what a great win, with Thunder coming home in 2nd, Oliver in 3rd, Autosport finished in 4th with JTR in 5th, Duffman in 6th, and Dreaded Lucifer DNF'd for some reason. What a shame. So this championship is an absolute crackerjacker. You're just going to have to keep coming back. Next Friday, have I got time? Where's my phone? To see what the next round is. Is it in my pocket? Hang on. Don't go kaput yet. Let me just at least tell them what the next round is, and then we can go kaput. So the next round, my friends, is going to be round 3, and we will go the Grand Prix du Croix. So we're going. It's Le Croix. It's Saint Croix, Saint Croix. It's Circuit de Saint Croix. So don't miss out. They are 90-degree corners in these Group 1 cars. That's going to be interesting. Thank you for tuning in. And don't forget to find the World Racing Community. Go out there. Go looking for them. Come and join the fun and festivities. I think that's everything. All the best. Tooroo. Peace and love. Peace and love. Word to your mother.